Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring your favorite characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it's also dedicated to everyone who subscribes to my channel. Thank you all so much. Today we're bringing in the fighter for hire, Sagara Sanosuke from Rurouni Kenshin. Once a member of the Sekihota, Sanosuke watched in awe as his mentor Sagara Soza fought for the Emperor. But if you know anything about history, you know this goes pretty bad. Pull up a seat, children, it's lesson time. Well, an abridged version of a lesson. This is a tabletop channel, not a history one. The Sekihota was a paramilitary group founded in Japan during the Boshin War to help reclaim the emperor's power from the shogun. But during the war, the Sekihota became a problem. Between the first unit's political idealism and the third unit's more extreme behavior, it was decided to use them as political scapegoats. Claiming them as a false army who was spreading lies to manipulate the peasant class, both the first and third unit were arrested and horribly executed, leading to no survivors. I tell you this because in the manga and anime, Sanosuke is the only living member of the Sekihota left, and this has left him with a strong anti-government feeling. By adulthood, Sanosuke is a low-rung mercenary who charges based on how much fun he has. In battle, Sanosuke prefers brutal hand-to-hand fighting, or if needed, he wields a massive sword called a Zanbato. His greatest ability, though, is to withstand massive damage, completely ignoring wounds that would normally stop a person. For today's build, we'll be using the player's handbook. We're using standard point array, and we are not multi-classing, so this got really easy. We'll start things off with strength at 15. Gee, I wonder what we're doing. An incredibly strong character, high resistance to pain, and anger issues. Did you think we were doing a monk build? No. Con follows at 14. You once took part in a fight against someone capable of turning bone into mush, and you kept standing. Dex comes in at 13. For someone as strong as you are also pretty damn lean and fast. Wisdom will be a 12. You have poor impulse control problems, but you are aware of your surroundings and have a deep understanding of life. Charisma flies in with a 10. You drink a lot, freeload whenever you can, and your entire personality is based on how hard you punch someone, but damn do people like you. Finally, we're dumping intelligence. You don't care for plans, and half the time you're not sure what you're doing. You're a warrior of action after all. That being said, you're not dumb. I don't like giving you a negative in intelligence. But intelligence is not important for this build, so yeah, we have to dump it. Sanosuke is a human. Varying human grants a free feat and skill with stat improvements. Place +1 into strength and con. For your feat, Crusher adds +1 to con and improves your attacks that deal bludgeoning damage, like your fists. When you hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, you hit them so hard, you now move them 5 feet to an unoccupied space, providing they are no more than one size larger than you. When you score a critical hit that deals bludgeoning damage, you can knock the wind out of them, and now all attacks against that creature are at advantage until the start of your next turn. For your skill, grab Perception. For background, we need the skills Survival and Insight. Okay, you all know where we're going with this. On a personal note, am I alone in feeling Barbarian is a dumb name for a class? I think Brute sounds so much better. Level 1 Barbarians start off with 2 skills. Grab Athletics and Intimidation. Unarmored Defense grants you an AC of 10 plus Dex plus Con when not wearing armor. Rage gives you bonus when not wearing heavy armor. With a bonus action, you can begin your Rage and gain the following effects. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Your melee attacks deal bonus damage, and you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Your Rage lasts for 1 minute and will end early if you are knocked unconscious. You haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, or haven't taken damage since your last turn. You also can't cast spells while raging, but that's fine for you. As of right now, you have 2 rages per long rest, and your bonus damage is +2. Level 2 Barbarians gain Reckless Attack. You can now give yourself advantage on your first attack each turn, but all attacks against you when you do this will be at advantage till your next turn. Danger Sense gives advantage on dex saves with effects you can see. To gain this, you can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Level 3 Barbarians receive their subclass. We need more amazing strength and durability, so we're going with Totem Warrior, found in the player's handbook. Totem Spirit grants you a spirit totem that grants you new abilities. Bear grants you resistance to all damage when you rage except for psychic. Let's see Shishio burn you now. Well, actually, you never fought Shishio, but if you did, you wouldn't go down that easily. Spirit Seeker allows you to cast the spells Beast Sense and Speak with Animals as a ritual, which really isn't used, so we're not going to cover them. Primal Knowledge grants you proficiency in another barbarian skill of your choice. Grab Nature. You now have 3 rages per long rest. Level 4 Barbarians earn their first ability score improvement, and we need a feat. Fighting Initiate grants you a fighting style. Unarmed Fighting makes your unarmed strikes 1d6 when holding an object and 1d8 when holding no object. You can also automatically deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage to a creature you are grappling at the start of your turn. Level 5 Barbarians now have extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Fast movement increases your movement speed when not wearing heavy armor, bringing your total movement to 40 feet. Level 6 Totem Barbarians gain Aspect of the Beast, granting a new totem that affects you outside of your rages. Bear doubles your carrying capacity and gives you advantage on strength checks made to push, pull, lift, or break objects. Now go pick up that obnoxiously big sword that weighs basically nothing for you. You now have 4 rages per long rest. Level 7 Barbarians receive Feral Instinct. This gives you advantage on initiative rolls, and at the start of your turn, if you are surprised and not incapacitated, you can activate your rage first thing and treat the turn as normal. Instinctive Pounce allows you to move half your speed when entering into a rage, meaning the turn you rage, you can move up to 60 feet. Level 8 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement. Place this into strength for better attack and damage. Level 9 Barbarians now have Brutal Critical. When you score a critical hit, you can add another damage dice to the roll. Your rage bonus damage is now +3. Level 10 Totem Barbarians gain Spirit Walker. This lets you cast Commune with Nature as a ritual, and this one is pretty cool, so I'll talk about it. Commune with Nature allows you to know the facts about the area around you for up to 3 miles if you are outdoors, or 300 feet if you're underground. You gain up to 3 facts of your choice that can be terrain and bodies of water, prevalent life, buildings, influences from other planes, or powerful beings such as celestials, fae, fiend, elementals, and undead. Doesn't really fit with you, but it's actually a pretty cool ability. Level 11 Barbarians receive Relentless Rage. Now when you drop to 0 HP while you are raging, you can attempt a DC 10 con save. Should you succeed, you drop to 1 HP instead. Each time you drop to 0 after that, the DC is increased by 5 until you finish a long or short rest. Level 12 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement. Place this into con for better AC and health. You now have 5 rages per long rest. Level 13 Barbarians gain another Brutal Critical dice, adding 2 more to a critical hit. Level 14 Totem Barbarians receive their final subclass feature, Totemic Attunement. This grants you another totem that changes your rages. Tiger allows you to attack with a bonus action if you move at least 20 feet in a straight line at a creature that is a size large or smaller. Level 15 Barbarians now have Persistent Rage. Now your rage can only end early if you fall unconscious or choose to end it early. Level 16 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement. Let's grab another feat. Tough gives you double your current character level in HP and then adds +2 to every level after. Your rage damage is now maxed out at +4. Level 17 Barbarians gain another Brutal Critical dice, bringing your total to 3 extra dice per critical hit. You now have 6 rages per long rest. Level 18 Barbarians receive Indomitable Might. Whenever you make a strength check that is lower than your total strength score, you can now use your strength score instead of the roll. Level 19 Barbarians earn our final ability score improvement. Place this into con to cap it off. Our final level is level 20 Barbarians, and you get one of the best features in D&D, Primal Champion. You can now add +4 to both your strength and con scores and can bring them past 20. This brings your total strength to 22 and your con up to 24. Remember, health stacks retroactively across the whole build. Finally, you now have unlimited rages a day. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 22, Dex 13, Con 24, Intelligence 8, Wisdom 12, Charisma 10. Let's dive in. Your damage output is amazing. Using your fist, you're attacking at +12 and you're dealing 1d8 +10. If you charge at your opponent, you can attack up to 3 times. Wielding your Zanbato, you're dealing 2d6 +10. Physically, you can withstand a lot of damage, with resistance to all damage type except for Psychic, can ignore going down if you hit 0 HP, and you have a total HP of over 300, taking the average. Finally, you're really just impressive inside and outside of combat with massive strength and capabilities. Hell, you can even talk to your DM about making an even bigger sword that does more damage, and you will be able to carry it without any problems. Downside. Firstly, no magical damage without a magical weapon. You're going to get that though, so it's okay. Second, you're going to be an easy target for spellcasters with low soft stats, so take them out first. Finally, and this is more for me, your strength is only 22. I had to do this because we needed a couple feats, and I couldn't max out your strength. I would rather have a 24 instead, because I feel that that's the stat you need for the 2-layer punch. And all this build would be improved with better stats, which you will likely get from rolling instead of using standard point array. Fight alongside your team and deliver massive damage, all while shrugging off damage to yourself. Thanks for joining me today. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. Make sure to check out my Patreon where you can help decide next week's new character, and it's a Street Fighter brawl. It's Balrog versus Zangief.